News Channel 8's Melissa Marino is live in studio with the latest developments.
Good evening. The governor saying the state can pursue more serious charges like attempted murder because of jurisdiction. He also suggested that the federal investigation into this could be a problem.
The public deserves to know the truth about how this assassination came to be.
Governor DeSantis announcing Florida will launch its own investigation into the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. The governor speaking in West Palm Beach along with other state leaders, saying he believes the state has the best chance of prosecuting this case.
The state of Florida has jurisdiction over the most serious, straightforward offense, which is attempted murder.
Governor DeSantis saying he believes the suspect, Ryan Routh, deserves to spend his life behind bars. The governor also implying a federal investigation can't be trusted.
It's not in the best interest of our state or our nation to have the same federal agencies that are seeking to prosecute Donald Trump leading this investigation.
The Office of Statewide Prosecutor will handle the case under the supervision of Attorney General Ashley Moody.
Right now, the American people need to know we're on this.
Florida Democratic Chair Nikki Fried criticizing the governor's actions.
This is, again, another show from Ron DeSantis. I have confidence that the FBI will be doing a thorough investigation.
Routh appeared in court Monday, but only on federal gun crimes, including a felon in possession of a firearm. Attorney Mike Giassi, who is not affiliated with this case, explains why federal investigators are limited in what they can do in a case like this, because a former president is not considered a federal official.
In the federal system, they're going to be confined by the U.S. Code, right? And so when we're talking about federal charges, when we're talking especially about federal murder charges, there are very limited instances where a federal prosecutor would have that jurisdiction.
And more federal charges could be filed in this case. The president and other federal agencies have condemned this attack, and both the FBI and the Secret Service have promised open and transparent investigations into what happened.